Late Night. I'm your host, Haley Ringo. Here with me tonight, I have YouTuber and the host of the I Love You So Much podcast, ILYSM, I was going to say podcast, yes. Kenzie Elizabeth. Here we go. I don't know why I keep trying to get her to drink the tequila.
Not today.
And she turned me down, so I'm just going to drink it by myself. Thank you.
Like, chug, 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 chug. Okay, perfect.
Every time I do that, I'm like, it's a great idea. And then I'm like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
And I do, if I'm going to chug anything, it's going to be costing me. I'm not sponsored, but like, please sponsor. Whatever, it's fine. I'm bitter. We're good.
It's fine.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm obsessed with your apartment. I'm obsessed with this whole thing. It's really cute.
I'm obsessed with you. So literally, I had like, okay, y'all know TK because I'm sure if you follow me, you know TK. And if you follow her, you know TK. Y'all are twins. Literally twins. Like you walked on, and I've like met you a few times, but like then tonight you walk on, y'all like the same mannerisms and shit, and I'm like,
no, we're so similar.
This is the same person.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Oh my god. Anywho, but thank you for being here. Like, dude, I just want to know how you got your start. Like, she's huge on YouTube. All your lifestyle vlogs are so fun to watch. I was telling you offset, I've been watching them because I'm like, I need a vlog, and I'm like, how do I vlog? And so I'm like watching how you like videotape like pouring the things or whatever, like getting into the car, and there is an art to it.
There's like, you're really overplaying it. There's like 5 of the same shots I get in every single vlog. Like it's not like, I'm really not that great. I'm like coffee shot, walking shot, car shot. That's it. That's literally all I have.
No, but you're killing it, dude. You have like over
Thank you.
300,000 followers on YouTube, which is insane. So, how did you get started in YouTube?
Okay, so
you're still in college.
Yeah, I'm a senior in college.
And so you're about to graduate.
Thank God. Oh my God.
God.
I'm like, no, I'm kidding. I'm enjoying where you're at. You know, have a great attitude.
I love
school. Yeah, so I started my YouTube channel. It was my freshman, like sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
And it's actually a really like wild story. So I had been watching YouTube for like a few years, and I always wanted to like start a channel and whatever.
Yeah.
When I first started watching, my best friend to this day, Maddie Trapp, was like, you have to watch these videos, blah blah blah, whatever. And I refused because when I was younger, I was like, clearly I like attention. So like obviously, and my cousins would all, when I was younger, I know.
Gonna mock me. You're cute.
Literally. When I was younger, my cousins would just watch like Kingsley and Shane Dawson and ignore me, so I didn't like YouTube.
Right.
So then she finally got me to watch a YouTube video. Then I wouldn't stop watching them for like 2 years, and then finally I made my own channel. But when I like started, it's such a crazy thing. There's this girl, she's still on YouTube, Brie Loves Beauty. I don't know if that's still her username. It was Cambria Joy, I think maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Okay. And at the time, I mean, she's like still huge, but like at the time she was like massive, and I happened to email her. And it was about some like random like mission trip or something that she had like gone on. Like there was something in common, like just so random, and I emailed her, and now, like I knew it was crazy then that she even responded, but like not only did she respond, she literally was like, hey, can I mail you a camera? Like randomly was like, can I like send you a camera? It's so crazy.
What? Wait, why?
I didn't ask for any of that. Like I literally asked for nothing. She just felt like she needed to send me a camera. Isn't that crazy?
That's Jesus.
Crazy. So then, bless up. So yeah, I started like, that was basically when I started my channel. But it was really crazy. And now I look at that and I'm like, I get emails, like I feel kind of guilty. I'm like, I've never.
No, I'm not that nice.
No, I'm not that nice, and I get emails all the time like you can't or like messages and stuff. Like you can't respond to them.
Yeah.
Like, especially then, like I'm like, it's crazy. But yeah. So that's my story.
Okay, so with the I Love You So Much podcast, how did that come to fruition? What was your idea behind that? And then I know you're sponsored by Dear Media, which is owned by the Skinny Confidential, but it's really Michael Bosnick.
Bosnick, yeah.
I keep getting their name wrong, and I literally can't say it right.
Close. You're
I know, but I'm just dyslexic, and I'm like, and I always switch letters.
It's the same thing.
Bostic.
Yes.
Thank God, we got it. Okay, so yeah, how did I Love You So Much start?
So I wanted to start a podcast like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Hate myself so much for not starting it 4 years ago. Not really, but I had at the time like a manager who was really unsupportive, and he was kind of like my #1 hater at the time.
Wait, what? Hold on, we gotta talk about that for a second.
Well, like it wasn't really that bad, but he just wasn't super. It just like we weren't the right fit. Like
that was from YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like super supportive. He was like, no, you don't have the numbers. Like you can't. I understand it's like you can't go to another platform if like blah 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 whatever, which actually is dumb and like it doesn't really make sense, but he was just so against it. Yeah. And so like
he's not a dreamer, clearly.
Clearly.
So
He was really against it, so that probably delayed it like a year and a half, and then finally, or a year, and then finally I was like, hey, I'm just gonna do this, and like I don't even want you to be a part of it, like I'm doing it on my own. So then I had this whole like, obviously I'm in college and like my schedule's very full, so I was like, I don't really know when I'm gonna figure this out. So my original idea was I was just gonna like record in like seasons at a time, and just record like all summer, have them up for the whole first semester, blah blah blah. So I was traveling a lot that summer. This was last summer. Yes.
Like
and
this past the one
2018. Okay. Summer of 2018. I was traveling a lot. That was when I was like pre-recording and stuff, and I had pre-recorded a few episodes. And I knew nothing in the podcast space. Like not that I know everything about YouTube, I don't by any means, but like you kind of know most things. And I was like, I really know nothing about the podcast space. Like I listen to so many, but like business-wise, I don't know how any of this is run. So I was actually listening to Skinny Confidentials when I like first started getting into them, and I'm pretty sure it had to have been like figuring it out from them. So I looked up what Dear Media was, and I was like, oh, it's a network. I have a YouTube network. I wonder what a podcast network does. So I emailed them, and then I had a meeting with Paige Port, love her, at Alfred Studio City, and then kind of from then on, I was just like, they developed my show. Like I didn't even have a show when I signed with them, and yeah.
I love that. I mean, you're just self-made, baby. Well, with all
kind of. I'm like,
yeah. I actually take it back. I don't believe in the whole self-made.
Me neither. I'm very passionate about it.
I am too, and I said that, and I was like, I don't believe that. I'm trying not to cuss on this because like YouTube, you want to cuss. Yeah. But it's helping my language get better. But no, like no one's self-made. You have people around you constantly building you up, or well,
I literally just recorded an episode about this. Yeah.
And it's just like and I learned how to do photography through so many people teaching me tips and tricks along the way. And yes, like I read a lot of self-user or user manuals, but like in trial and error. But same with you, it's like I love that one, that you stepped away from your janky ass old manager, and I called him janky ass because like I don't know, that's not even the right terminology, but go with it, baby. Word of the day, janky ass. And then we're like, bye, I'm doing this, and just kind of stepped out there because a lot of people wouldn't even have the courage to do that, so that's really cool. And then going to them now, which is actually, it's like a huge deal that you're signed by them, like, and at the time I guess they were smaller too. Yeah. But you weren't, and so you were like their baby.
Yeah, I'm also definitely, if I'm not the youngest, I'm one of the youngest too. So it's kind of nice. I'm like always the baby everywhere I go, which is kind of nice because like people take care of you and they're like a little more protective of you. But I honestly think I'm the first show they developed. If not, I'm like one of the first 2 or 3.
Really?
But I think I am the first. I need to ask them, but I'm almost positive I'm like the first show that they developed and stuff. Like when I was there was like I remember there was like 8 episodes or 8 shows. Like,
do they run your social media and like your posting and everything?
They don't run the social. Okay. They can give me like assets and stuff like that. I run the social very poorly. I
actually think it's really great. Like it looks super cohesive.
Okay, thank you. But like I don't post, and if I do, it's all at once. It's like not a good times. I like maybe the feed looks good. Like it could be like a lot better. I just need to be better about it.
So could land at late night. So we're all doing the best we can.
We're all trying.
We're all trying, and sometimes succeeding and sometimes and more times failing, but that's how you live and learn, baby.
You live and learn.
You live and you learn. That's amazing. So with everything, like what are you wanting to do long term? Like what are some goals that you have? Do you have anything happening in the works that you're pumped about?
Okay, so I used to be like so 5-year plan. I have to know what I'm doing at all times. Like very like working towards like all of these goals. Like I would love to have like a capsule collection. I would love to, like my dream, this is like actually funny, but like I'm so serious, is like I grew up, like I always say, I came out of the womb in a Juicy tracksuit. So like if I had a collection of Juicy Couture, that would literally be all I need. Like I could quit after that. Like I don't even need anything else. That's like literally all I need. So I would love to do a podcast
I'm just
tour.
Picturing like the mom from Mean Girls holding like TK at Halloween.
Literally, yes, exactly. So yeah, long story short,
you said Juicy, not Gucci, right?
Juicy, yeah.
At first I thought you said Gucci, and then I heard you say Juicy, and I was like, oh, it's
maybe
a totally different vibe.
Meant to say Juicy.
Totally different vibe.
Totally different, not the same thing at all. I would love to like podcast tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
That would be so fun.
But I'm not super like I used to be. I still am, but I have like a lot of things that I want to do, but I'm not like. I'm not as like my plan or the highway.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna figure it out anymore.
Well, no, I think as you grow and you get older, you realize you don't really have that much control. Like you do, I think, God puts ideas on our heart and like gives us vision for things and people in our lives that can propel us to certain areas. But, and we have to take steps to do those things. But at the same time, like there's so many things in my life that I had no idea were coming, and I didn't even ask for, or feel like I didn't prepare for.
Yeah.
I kind of did, I guess.
Just, I think the biggest thing I've learned probably since my whole life, but also moving to LA more specifically, is that everything I thought I really wanted, not everything, but a lot of things I really thought I wanted, I actually didn't even want.
Yeah.
Like, there's things that, like, came into my life or that I ended up doing that I'm actually, like, way more fulfilled and love way more.
What did you think you would want and be fulfilled by?
I think I was way more fulfilled by, like, work and not like a follower count by any means, but like how hard I could work and like hustle culture and all that stuff, like whatever.
Yeah.
I was way more into that than I was like into like relationships and like my own life and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think the things that I thought were gonna fulfill me are like actually, they don't drain me by any means. I like still love working, like I love my job, and also I think I would love, there's so many things that I want to do and I love working, so it's really not that. I think I was just like almost trying to find fulfillment in like working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm just like, I don't know, I have a really different view on it, and I feel like it's just way healthier for me now because whatever I was doing before was not good.
Yeah. Well, and also too, like if you're prone to be like an overachiever,
Yeah.
there is finding like the healthy balance between the two of, because if you're constantly planning, you're constantly setting goals, which I can easily get into that, like it can be really unhealthy.
Yeah.
Because like even when I released presets back in May, I think, and there was so much work leading into it, and then once they were released, like that day, I was with TK and Alicia at Jones on 3rd, and I was having like an anxiety attack, and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, what is going on? Like I feel so anxious, I couldn't eat, and like nothing was wrong. Like the presets were doing great, the feedback was great, the promo that my assistant and I had made was great, like, and but it was that I like literally in my head was thinking, what am I gonna do next? Like what are my next, now what? And I had been running on nothing for like days, creating all these things and making everything, and then I was trying, my body needed to shut down, but I couldn't, and I was so wired to like work, and so sometimes it's really hard for me to find a balance between the two, and I think that that's what can get unhealthy, obviously. But at the same time, like on the other side of things, that's when those people are also really successful and like makes shit happen, versus just like having a vision, thinking about it, but not making it come to fruition. So I think it's good that, you found like a happy medium and a balance, because I still feel like I'm still trying to figure out what that is a lot of times.
Yeah, I feel like it's just about being self-aware too.
Yeah.
Because like I know when I'm about to hit that point.
Yeah.
Or like there's just certain things, if I'm like, especially I've had anxiety, but I've had anxiety my whole entire life, but like it's so much worse when it's like work related.
Yeah.
But it's also because I like let that be like my identity, so it's like actually way more deep rooted than like that.
So you're a 3 on the Enneagram.
Yes.
She's a hard
I was like, yeah, are you a 3?
I'm a 7, but
Okay.
I'm almost a 3. Like that was my next highest number.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm a 3. I'm 100% a 3. I'm like classic.
You're saying like you're hitting all the.
Yeah, I'm
we
like,
talk
so
about the Enneagram
this,
so much on this show.
Yeah.
You guys have been watching these episodes and you don't know what we mean when we say we're a number. It's the Enneagram. Look it up. We're just going to refer to it like people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's just great. No, I'm like a classic 3.
Yeah.
Very classic 3. And
What's Quentin?
He's an 8. He's a challenger.
Well, I love that for you guys. I would love to see y'all's dynamic.
It's like, we actually have a really good relationship. 3 and an 8. I also knew that he liked me because he looked at our Enneagram compatibility, but whatever.
Oh, so, he's like...
I know. I was like, oh, that's like so interesting. So... he's just, I don't know, we have a really healthy relationship, and 3 and 8s are actually like really, really compatible when they're like healthy 3 and 8s, but he's just like very healthy and great, so I think that's how it works,
Yeah. No, yeah. I love a good 8. But I feel like when I'm unhealthy, I go to an 8.
Yeah.
So I go to the bad parts of the 8, so I get like super confrontational and aggressive and like on edge, and I'm like, let's fight.
Yeah, let's fight.
Let's just fight it out.
Yeah.
Like I was telling when we were in the car earlier today, I was telling them I hit a guy in the chin this weekend at the club, because, I mean, he had it coming. Like,
Okay,
he
yeah.
had it coming.
Whatever happened, I'm on your side.
Yeah, it was probably when I got that massive bruise. Like, it was probably his fault.
Yeah, probably.
You guys, I'm trying to hide this bruise on my leg, but it's literally so big. Don't know where it's from. But he was like, his girlfriend and him were shoving me, trying to get in front of me at Chainsmokers, and I was not having it. I was like, excuse you, and they were like, move, and I was like, what? Where am I supposed to go? Like, it was like a crowd, we were front row. And so she shoved me, then he shoved pushed his girlfriend to shove me more. And so I turned around and took my hands and I just shoved him. And then he grabbed I had on a fur coat, and he grabbed my fur coat like this. And so I clocked him in the chin. But Given, don't touch me, dude.
No, that was his fault.
And yeah, thank you. That's what I said. And the girl, you know when you do something though, and then you're like, oh shit. And so he goes, you just punched me. And I go, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was like, no, I didn't. And his girlfriend, like, I swear she was on Molly, like some insane drug, because she was like this tiny Asian girl. Her black hair was like this, and she looked like The Grudge, and I like couldn't even look at her. I was like, please stop. Like, I don't know what's going on. But her boyfriend was like, it was like she was having a bad experience with Molly, and he was having a really good one. Yeah. That ended, it was well until I clocked him in the chin. You know, just a classic fight at the club in Vegas story.
It's super fun.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Good for
Thrills,
you.
like, I'm a thrilling time.
Yeah, thank you.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, very entertaining.
Okay, well, you're so fun, and
Thanks
I love
for
you so much.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So fitting. I'm gonna cheers you with this massive bottle. So
With
you can
what?
cheers me with your water. Because, like, one day I'll get you to party with me. It's fine. Thank you. Make sure to, I'm just going to chug this while I do the outro. I'm kidding. People are going to literally think I'm an alcoholic. Like, I have to stop doing this shit on camera. But this is where we're at, people. You know what I mean? Every Wednesday night, I'll have a new Linda Late Night Show, 8 p.m. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and click the notifications tab so you know each week when a new episode is up and live. And then make sure to subscribe to my girl, Kenzie. Kenzie, reel them in. Tell them how to follow you.
Kenzie Elizabeth on everything, and then my podcast is ILYSM Podcast with Kenzie Elizabeth.
Yes! Y'all have a kick-ass week, baby. Okay! Woo! Woo!
I'm like, this is cute.
This is cute!